Do a very quiet voiceover because everyone in my house is asleep, but here's my trip to Norway. The 24-hour travel day, so when we got there we just went right to sleep, and then this is the first day we were really there. We mostly just played at the school, and my friend lives in this very small town called Folkestad, and then here's Olesen. We went to there the next day and we picked some flowers to make bouquets and frolicked in fields, When we had midsummer, my friend's mom made us flower crowns. I threw stuff in the fire, and then we went fishing, and we just did catch and release. And here's a video. More family came into town, and this is just a view by their house, and then this was a view by a mall that we went to, and we also found this little kid play structure. It was definitely too small for us. This seems kind of random after all the pretty nature views, but I was really proud of my high Spider-Man jump, and it really knocked the wind out of me. As you can see, this is my horrible sunburn. You could see the line. And some more family came to town, and we went on this private boat to see this huge bird mountain, and it was pretty crazy, just the sheer amount of birds and bird poop. But we also saw some puffins. It was pretty cool. Pretty sure this was the next day. We went on this crazy hike, and at first they told us we were just going like a mile, but it ended up being quite a few miles, and we got to this really pretty lookout point, and then we were so hot we had to swim in the lake. And here's me and Ostrich swimming in the lake. It was very nice and cold, very refreshing. Ostrich and I realized we had taken no cute photos of us together on the trip, so this is part of the photo shoot that we did. And then this is us playing Boxshell, which is a super fun game. We played it a ton. My parents came to town and we went on this little walk with them. We got drinks from the river and we tried to feed cows. It was somewhat successful. Parents and I, well, they were the ones driving, but we drove to Bergen, and here was our first night. We just kind of got dinner and explored, and then I went on a zip line the next day. That was awesome. I want to go on more zip lines. And this is me walking back up from the zip line, which I didn't realize would take so long. To the aquarium in Bergen because a lot of people had recommended it, and I liked it. I just felt that comparative to like the California aquariums, Monterey is a lot better, but I did still like seeing all the animals. The seal was super cute, and they also had these otters that were sleeping in these little crates. It's me pulling this 40-pound rope thing. I'm not sure why this was in an aquarium. I didn't actually read it, but it was fun to do. Just realized that was 40 kilograms, not pounds. My bad. But yeah, here's us walking along the streets, and then on our way to Oslo, we saw these really, really pretty waterfalls. It was our first real day in Oslo when we went to this museum that showed all the stages of Norway through the years. We had to take an Uber to get there because it was a little bit far. And we ate at this cool dining hall. This was probably one of the best meals we had on the trip. I had dumplings and bao, and then my mom had this delicious burger and really, really good fries, and Alan had banh mi. I didn't really like the banh mi, but my mom's burger was fire. And then I had this nasty donut, so I got ice cream instead because that was gross. And then we went to the souvenir shop, and they had these weird little troll figures. This was straight out of the Hunger Games. I was kind of scared. City Hall was probably one of my favorite parts of Oslo. They had the prettiest mosaics on the walls. I don't know if that you call them mosaic. I also got these rings at a flea market. And then here's a little horsey. At the palace, it was kind of underwhelming compared to like Britain, but yeah, I got that ice cream. And then here's our first day in Sweden. It was the most perfect weather I think I'd ever experienced in my life, and everything was so beautiful. I love Sweden, or Stockholm. It was like my favorite city besides Folkestad. We went on a boat tour the first day, and we also went to a ton of museums on this little island. We went to the ABBA Museum, and we went to the Viking Museum and the Vasa Museum. They had the weirdest roller coaster here. They wanted to go to the theme park on this island too, but my parents did not, so we didn't do that. But here's the ABBA Museum. I loved it. There's that old lady slaying. For dinner, I found this place on TikTok. It was really good Swedish meatballs. I thought we had to have them while we were there, and I love these Swedish buns. I wish they had them in America. They're so good. This is me filling up my water just in the middle of town. We also did so much shopping here. It's called Old Town, by the way. I also had to get these waffle ice cream things. They were delicious. They were Ben & Jerry's ice cream too. This little snack plate, and it was so good that we had to come back there later for dinner, but I'll get back to that. This was the palace in Sweden. It's mostly inspired by like Versailles and Rome, and it was really pretty. I got spicy pomodoro pasta, and then my parents got just like a normal cheese pizza. Then we got these little Swedish candy things. They weren't great, to be honest. It kind of tastes like cough syrup. Here's me going home. I had the croissant, delicious. And then here's us getting on the plane. I watched a bunch of movies. Then dinner arrived, and it was actually so much better than the first flight I took. It was really good. I watched Jojo Rabbit, Wizards of Waverly Place movie, the Lizzie McGuire movie, Red Eye, Grand Hotel Budapest, and Kill Bill. I don't like these breakfast sandwiches they gave out, so I just drank the smoothie. And then here's us going home. Bye.